Hello and welcome here now. Today I'm going to talk about a very close to my heart subject, that is Ayurveda and healthy eating. I've been studying Ayurveda the past almost 10 years just for personal reasons. I find it a very interesting subject. If you don't already know, Ayurveda is the ancient Indian medicine. It is practiced worldwide even nowadays, and it is considered formal medicine in India. Ayurveda means the science of life, where Ayus means life and Veda means knowledge, to know. I like Ayurveda because it is a very holistic system. It really takes into consideration the uniqueness of the individual and also acts preventatively, advises how to live well and enjoy good health rather than just how to get well after illness. In today's video, I'm going to focus what Ayurveda advises regarding eating. So if you're ready, let's get started. So first of all, Ayurveda says eat according to your dosha. What is dosha? Dosha is a Sanskrit word and refers to constitution. So what Ayurveda basically says is that everyone is unique and has a unique constitution, and Ayurveda divides to three constitutions, three doshas, which is Vata, Pitta and Kapha. Vata is for air constitution, and Pitta is for fire constitution, and Kapha is for water, earth constitution. So, but just not to get too confused with this, if it's also just the first time that you're hearing about it, just have in mind that each constitution has different characteristics and different energy. So just quickly, let me say air is the kinetic energy, fire is the metabolic energy, and earth, water is the homeostatic energy, stabilizing energy. The Vata type would have a lot of kinetic energy in his body, and that means that it has specific characteristics, that is thin body, a bit weak body, will have fast digestion, probably will have frizzy curly hair and maybe rough skin. These are just some characteristics of Vata type. A Pitta type will be more strong body, well-built, strong muscles, and will be more focused and fiery, and would have straight hair. And the Kapha type would be even stronger body, probably more heavy and slower in motion, and would also have straight hair, maybe oily skin, more round face. These are just some characteristics. Of course, most of us have a combination of these constitutions, and at some point we have the balanced constitutions, but at some points our constitutions might be out of balance. So what Ayurveda says here is eat according to your constitution and eat what will bring you balance to be in your nature. So for instance, I'm a Pitta Kapha constitution, and when I am out of balance, usually I tend to be more Kapha Pitta. So I tend to be more heavy, more slow, and I put easily a lot of weight on me. And so, for instance, what would best suit me in a healthy diet would be to avoid a lot of sweet, because sweets really increases the kapha, this heavy earth watery energy, and maybe increase spices, because spices would increase my fire, and that would actually be good for my metabolism, because my metabolic energy would increase. And let's say, for example, a Vata type of person would best avoid a lot of cold food or a lot of greens. Maybe sweets would be better, and would be something that it will balance out their energy. So I don't want to generalize everything, because really every person has a different and unique constitution. But if you already know your constitution, then try to eat according to that, and actually eat what makes you feel good and what keeps you going. Like the old saying that let food be thy medicine and let medicine be thy food. Yeah, just make the food to be for you and not against you. Another thing that Ayurveda advises is eat what is in season and eat what grows locally. Of course, if you eat what is in season, most probably that food would be more fresh and grown organically. Also, what grows locally makes sense to me because it has to do a lot with the climate and the environment that I'm living in, and that means that that would be more in balance with my body. So, for instance, I live in Greece. We have very delicious and nutritious fruits that grow here, and it would be best for me to choose to choose apples and oranges and grapes and watermelons and melons instead of tropical fruits that grow thousands of miles far from me, and they would have to travel just for me to buy them, and they grow in an environment that I'm not living, so most probably they will not fit for my body needs. Just try to see what is in season, because if a vegetable or a fruit is not in season, most probably it would have grown with chemicals and pesticides, and how could that ever help our bodies? A third thing that Ayurveda advises is when to eat. And actually it says that have your main meal, your biggest meal of the day, between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. And that is because at that time of the day, Pitta energy is at its highest. Pitta energy, just reminding, it is the fire element, it is the metabolic energy, and that means that the food that you will have around 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. It will be much more easier for the body to digest and of course absorb all the good nutrients that the body needs. The fourth and very important advice is satisfy all 6 tastes. So according to Ayurveda, we have 6 tastes, that is sweet, sour, salty, pungent, astringent, and bitter. And actually what happens is that each taste decreases or increases the energies in your body, the doshas. So just have that in mind, and make sure that you prepare your meals by using different spices, or that you satisfy during the day all 6 tastes, of course according to what you need more. Another thing that Ayurveda says is that make sure that you eat warm and freshly cooked food. And it's really about that, the energy of the food, and what the energy the food has, then you will have as you eat it. So if you just eat food that it's frozen or cooked like 3 days ago, it will not really offer you something, it will not have any energy. So just try to freshly cook your food and just have at least one warm meal during the day, so that you keep your pitta, your fire element, high, your metabolic energy high. And together with that, the other thing is that cook your food with love and really be attentive while you're cooking the food that you will eat, or enjoy food that it is cooked by someone with love. It really has to do with the energy. but I really believe that. I don't know if it has happened to you to cook something with anger or in a rush, and the food to be tasteless or to burn the food. It has happened to me many times when I cook my food actually in stress or in a mood that I don't really want to cook, but I'm doing it because I just have to eat something. Then I can understand that the food is affected and the energy of the food it's just not so tasty. And if I eat that, that's the energy that I will absorb. So not only prefer fresh, warm food, but also make sure that it is cooked with love. One more advice is that don't eat until you're completely full, but just leave that 25% space in your stomach, which is just common logic. I don't think that this is just an Ayurvedic advice. Of course, you don't want to eat like there is no tomorrow. Just eat what your body needs. If you eat too much, then you will be heavy, the digestion will slow down, and eventually, if you keep on doing that, it will affect your overall health. And one more very important advice is that when you have your meal, just really enjoy it without stress, sit quietly and without distractions. Either you're enjoying your meal with good company, with friends, family, or you're eating alone. Just give that time to yourself to enjoy your meal and activate all 5 senses, and prepare a nice, good-looking plate with a lot of colors, and make sure that you have some time to really smell the food and taste the food and, yeah, enjoy your meal. I think that's the most important. And one last final tip regarding alcohol, and for those who like to have a glass of wine or beer or whatever, Ayurveda says, of course, you can have alcohol, but make sure that you're in a good mood and with good company to enjoy the drink. So this was today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Just press the red button on your right. I am thinking about doing more videos about Ayurveda. If you have any special requests, please do leave it in the comment box below. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Namaste.